Hold on, guys. Okay. Um, I'm back for another review of Sisters, season 9, episode 1. Time to wait. So, they did a recap, and the recap was long. We didn't need a recap that long, okay? And so it picks up where it left off with Andy getting abducted by Jasmine. And um Gary Hudson and Zach fighting over the gun. Mind you, Jasmine is confirmed dead. Hudson's still alive. And I said, excuse me. So y'all just give it to us like that. And what's the point of Gary, Zach, and Hudson fighting over a gun if Hudson just gonna be alive? He was passed on the floor because Zach choked him out. So the lights go out because if you don't remember, they had a blackout. So the police show up with flashlights, and he tells Zach to get on the ground. And it's like, just do what he say. So um, Andy is explaining what happened, and Zach says that basically that puts everything together. So your fiance ex wife try to as well try to kill her ex husband her ex husband and at your wedding night, and then try to kill you just now. And Andy's like, yeah. So let's see what we got. Who we got? So Andy, they asked Andy and Zach to go down to the police station, and Zach said he's not going to the police station. Eventually, he does go. So they make it back to Andy's penthouse, and Andy's just shook up for everything, which makes sense. And so and here's the scene where I'm gonna freeze. So uh, Andy goes in her room to change clothes. Zach is calling her name, and she doesn't respond. I think he called her name about 2 or 3 times. So he goes in Andy's room, and she's getting dressed. Now some people say Andy did this on purpose. I say I don't know. Maybe she was just thinking about the kidnapping and stuff. So Andy's in there changing. She turns around, flashes Zach. Okay. And Zach is like, oh shit. Because he's like, I didn't see nothing, I didn't see nothing. So Andy comes out and she tells Zach not to tell Fatima nothing. Now, do I think he should tell Fatima? I don't know. I mean, eventually both of them will let it slip either way. So they sit down having a talk, a discussion about what life is. Andy asks Zach how he ever been affected. How he ever been that near close to death. Of course, we know season 1, season 2, he has. So, Andy said I was scared, and Zach says he was scared to death. And basically, Andy asked Zach, did he pray? He said, yeah, every once in a while. So, they start joking and say, yeah, they're gonna be all right. Anyway, we got Fatima and Karen. Fatima's in her car trying to Karen to the hospital because I guess she couldn't get nobody. Because during the blackout, nobody was answering the phone, so she had to drive Karen to the hospital. And they stuck in traffic. So they get to the hospital, and a bunch of nurses are just running all around. One of them bumps Karen on the side, which I don't think they meant to. And we got this rude doctor, well, nurse, whatever she is, and she's giving Fatima some attitude. And then I think she said something to Fatima. Fatima, let me calm down. So then she gonna say, so Fatima's like trying to get Karen some help. So the doctor say, hold on, have a seat. And I say, excuse me, have a seat. Do you know the condition she's in now? I get it. They're blackout and they're trying to get everything straight. And Karen's just she's suffering. Her suffering is being ignored, which I did not like. So then the doctor gonna say at least she ain't dying. I said, excuse me. You don't know what she could be doing. She could be having a heart attack, and you won't care. So, so so then we get to. By the way, Karen asked for Tim to call the girl. So then we get to Danny and Tony. Um, so if you don't know, last season Tony had a thing to go to Alaska, and he asked Dan to go with him, but she doesn't want to go. You know, then turns out Dan actually have a generator in case the power goes out. They eat Chinese food, and they talk about what's the next step. Is Aunt Danny gonna be single? Is Danny gonna be single? Then Danny wants to know if she's gonna be single next day. So um, mind you, Danny won the lawsuit. She got about $1 billion. And they make love, so you got that. So then we get to Sabrina, Rich, and Penelope at the juice bar. Now let me say this. Penelope and Rich get on my nerves. So Rich is outside with no shirt on. I said, Rich, go put a shirt on. So Rich is outside with no shirt on. He's trying to get Sabrina. He's trying to explain to Sabrina. And Sabrina just yelling, just yelling, lashing out because she's mad. She still has feelings for this guy. So Sabrina, uh, basically, let me sum this up. Basically, Sabrina done with Rich, okay? She's done. Her bringing the bosses to the juice bar just gave her that she's done. So, and shout out to Novi Brown for the acting because she did some good acting. Anyway, um, who else we got? Um, who else we got? Hmm, who else we got? What do we have? Oh, towards the end of the episode, Aaron makes it to the hospital, and Aaron and Lisa make it to the hospital, and Aaron peeps through the door, and he realized that Karen's bleeding. Of course, we find more about that. We find that out in like more episodes. So, what about, Zach's phone is dead, and he's trying to, and it turns out Andy has a free voicemail from Tina. And one of the voicemails say, get to the hospital for Karen's in labor. So they rush to the hospital. Well, Danny, Sabrina, Zach, Andy, and yeah, they all rush to the hospital. And before we see that episode 2. So Karen's like labor thing still being ignored. And my question is, where the doctors at? If I can get a doctor, she's laying in the hospital bed, so yeah, we got it. Anyway, anyway, um, okay. Anyway, somebody asked to point this out. Who gonna call Pam? Cause doesn't Pam deserve to be there? Me personally, I think she does, cause she's like Karen's ride or die. But I guess she won't be in the episode. I guess she won't be in until like. I guess she won't be in until like a few episodes later when they get out of the hospital. And I hope they don't drag the hospital scene for a long time, cause we don't like this cricket hospital. We don't need to see it for a long time. Anyway, um, anyway, who else we got? Um, who else we got? Hmm, who else we got in this episode? What else got in this episode? Also, the series is coming back for season 10. I don't know about season 11, but it's coming for season 10. I think they filmed season 10 like months, a couple months ago. I don't know. Anyway, who else we got? We didn't see Robin this episode. We didn't get Hater. We didn't get Tamara. We didn't get, of course, Pam. We didn't get, what else we didn't get? We didn't get, Miss Marie. I think they're gonna be in the later episodes as well. Um, who else we got that we can talk about? Will Payne. Who else we got we could talk about? Um, Also, how do you feel about the show so far? How do you feel about it? I mean, I feel good about it. We're on season 9. We're 2 episodes in. Episode 3 next week. Um, yeah. Um, I feel like this season's gonna be. It's gonna have some fits to it. Yeah, it's gonna have some fits to it. It's gonna have some fits to it. Okay. So I did see the preview for episode 3, and it's devastating. As I said in my review, it's devastating. Okay, it's devastating. And do you think we'll see a change in Karen because she lost one of her babies? And I felt bad for Karen this episode. I really did because she doesn't. Put my beef aside, she doesn't deserve to go to that. No one deserves to go to that at all. Regardless, you don't like them or what, they don't deserve to go to that. Um, who else we have? Who else we what else did I talk about in this episode? What else we did I talk about? Um, I heard that top here. There's a team coming back September 11th, so I'll be watching that. I don't know if I'm gonna review it, but I'll be watching. Um, I just watched All the Queen's Man Friday, I think Thursday or Friday. Um, but yeah, and I'm kind of waiting for the over to come back to you as well. So yeah, that'll get y'all something. And what is next for these 5 individual girls? We know Andy's pregnant in real life. Cause during the film she was pregnant. That's why she wearing big clothes. So put in the comments what do you think is next for these women individuals. Sabrina talks about having a hot girl summer, which Sabrina gonna do what she do. So that's her. Fatima is that their relationship commit is I guess they're trying to fix it. Aaron, she's in labor, so and she's with Aaron, and Danny, she's with Tony. So I think that's all that is talk about. And I'll catch you in episode 3, I think. Well, see y'all, and with that being said, see y'all later and goodbye.